tipped and stolen away by Honaker, and Spike gets charged with the foul over near half court. Just with a little bump foul. Not a lot he could do there with the guy running right at him.
Just trying to step in front of him.
It'll send Sample to the line. It seems like Sample, every time there's a turnover, he ends up with the ball.
Yeah, he's
so one way
definitely
or
a ball
another.
hawk, that's for sure. I don't know if he plays football, but if not, he should be a safety.
29-27, Honaker can make these 2 points to tie it up. We'll see if they can as Sample goes to the line. Sample, a senior, 5'10" out of Honaker. This is a team that went 24-5 last year and made it to the state quarterfinals as he makes the front end. 29-28, still Virginia High with the lead. .122 to go until half. Second one is sunk. 29-29, tied up as we hit 1:20 to go till half. Gavin Austin with it on the right corner. Now dishing it around the wing. The Cats are. Not a lot going on so far. Johnson with it, right corner. Now driving. He'll step up. Floater, no good. Rebounded by Honaker. That is Hilton that comes down with it. Back in the hands of the point guard Sample, who's driving. He lost it, but picked back up by Hilton. Back out, three-pointer on the way, and he got it. That was Boyd contorting his body as he went up for three, trying to dodge Spike. Spike looks at a three, drives, now dishes it back out to Johnson. Gavin Austin corner, drive, strong with it now, back to the top of the key. Cats will reset, no look pass inside, nearly turned over. Austin ends up with it. There's a three strong right down the middle, and he got it right from the top of the key. 32-32, Cats tie it back up
Tyler
with 20
Strong,
to go.
2 for 3 now from the three-point line, while Honaker itself is 4 for 12.
20 seconds, now 17. As here comes Honaker. They're going to hold it out for the last possession. 32-32 with 10 seconds to go here in the semifinals. There's the drive, turnaround, lay in, good from Sample. There's 3 seconds, and the ball went out of bounds, but it was tipped off of Sample, so it'll stay with Virginia High with 1.2 seconds on the clock. A 2-point lead for Honaker. Not a lot you could do about that. Made shot there by Sample. Made it with his back turned to the basket. It's hard to defend that.
Yeah, and the jump stop just got him up in the air and took the steps and got it.
Spike will inbound it. Johnston from half court, short and to the left. Misses as we head to half. It is 34-32 Honaker. What a first half of basketball. Both teams playing really, really well to this point. We're on pace for a great second half to go with that first half, and just a lot going on there.
Yeah, I don't know. It seemed like Virginia High was sloppy early on in both quarters, but wound up regaining some composure, and now down by 2 going into the half. Exactly the spot you want to be if you're Virginia High.
And we'll have the first half summary, stats, game trends, also adjustments. The next game here, reminder, and then also what to expect in the second half. We'll have all that coming up in the Bearcat halftime report coming up in just a second. Let's go to a quick commercial break. 34-32. Virginia High trailing the Honaker Tigers. We'll go to a quick commercial break. We'll be right back here on Bearcat Radio.
Bearcat Radio is brought to you by State Line Motors. Visit State Line Motors on Euclid Avenue in Bristol.
Hi, I'm Dustin Lynch. You don't have to listen to country music to know that life can be full of drama. Some of it you just can't control, like your girlfriend running out on you with your best friend. But there's some drama that you can skip.
Skip the drama that comes with not having your high school diploma or equivalency. Find free adult education classes near you and finish your diploma. Visit finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org.
You just need to take that first step and find free classes near you and start moving towards a brighter future and even your college degree.
Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ed Council.
In the wake of a disaster, what one thing can you send that will help people the most? A blanket, a tent, a sandbag, a doctor. Actually, if you send a monetary donation, you send all these things. Even a small donation can make a big impact and can quickly become exactly what people affected by disaster need most.
In the wake of a hurricane, your monetary donation can make a huge difference to those in need. To donate, visit supporthurricanerelief.org. That's supporthurricanerelief.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
Welcome back to the Bearcat Halftime Report. Dylan Hutton and now joined by Kerrigan Bailey. Thank you for joining us, Kerrigan.
Thank you for having me.
And let me turn up your volume a little bit. It's loud in here at halftime. Kerrigan, again, join us from the Lady Bearcats, who are 2-2 and getting ready. You got one more game before the break hits, so getting a rematch against Adden. What's the mindset going into that one?
We just have to come better than we did the first time. The last time that killed us really was our foul shots and just trying to get more shots up, which that happened a few times last year. And we just need to learn how to get locked in and loaded and have confidence in our shot and shoot more from the
Yeah, it
three.
seems like a team that's playing a lot more confidently on defense. A lot of your all's offense is generated through your defense. So, and you being the lone leader on this team, you're the lone senior. So where does that stand? I mean, you're like, I'm sure that in the division or in this district, I don't think there's very many teams that just have one senior. So do you take a lot of pressure on yourself there to fill that void of?
Yeah, because, I mean, not only am I the only senior, I'm a pretty big post in the part too. So
Yeah, you're like the only post, really.
Yeah.
All the other ones are young.
So I feel like I have to take it upon myself to make my senior year worth it and to give these girls just as much as I got because it's the last go-around for me.
So you and probably the juniors remember when times were pretty tough for the girls' basketball team. And Coach Timmons has really come in and changed things. What was I'm sure, were you there for the first practice, the first Timmons practice?
Yeah, we were pretty intimidated by him at first because we knew how he was when he coached JV. So we knew he was not one to mess around, and we knew he was all business. But we began to warm up to him.
Yeah, it seems like everybody respects him, seems like, and finally he's able to just worry about you all this year. Last year he had to coach both boys and girls varsity. I'm sure that he likes just picking one now.
Yeah, because I'm sure that was a lot of stress on him, and it's better to just stay focused on one at one time and give all he has just into one program.
So you talk about Coach Timmons and everything, but since you've seen where everything is now, did you see this coming maybe 4 years ago, your freshman year? Did you imagine you all would be competing at the level?
From my freshman year, we won 3 games probably, and then as soon as Coach Kev, as soon as he came into this program, we started off with a 20 win. So I think from my mindset from my freshman year to my senior year now, it's completely done a 180. I've completely changed everything. I did not think we would be where we are now from my freshman year.
Yeah, you were second on the team in rebounding with 140 rebounds. You shot nearly 40% on field goals. According to his stats, he may be wrong now. You might have higher percentages. Those are pretty high percentages anyway. Second most 2-point field goals on the year. You had 132. Or actually, that was Sidner, sorry. Don't want to mix you up with her. You scored 87 points. You averaged 4 a game, but really your post presence was really what you were really making a lot of impact on the inside. And it really puts a lot of pressure on you, the style of defense you all play, because most of the time you're the only person down here underneath the basket.
Yeah, I have to be mostly the voice for him because most of the time in plays I can normally see everything that they can't see. So if someone starts to drop back behind Amaya or Allie, I have to tell them, hey, there's someone there, and so we can get everything covered on the floor.
What about these younger girls beneath you that have been playing in the post? You've had some good performance. I know the one game that we broadcast, Kelsey Harrington had a good game, and Lauren had a good game as well. What about the younger group?
Yeah, our younger posts, they have a lot to learn. I think these first few games they've been needing to get the feel for being on the varsity level at first, but
Madison and both Madisons.
Yeah, they're both Madisons.
Yeah,
but I think where they first got the feel of the varsity atmosphere, I think they've gotten a hold of that now, and from the last game they've actually picked it up a lot, and they're actually coming to show that they have a lot to bring to the team.
So you've had 4 years of Coach Timmons. Can you give us an impersonation of Coach Timmons?
A lot of yelling. Just even if he's happy, if he's mad, if he's upset, just a lot of yelling.
What's his go-to line?
Get on the line.
Oh gosh,
it just makes your heart drop because
those are the 4 scariest words.
Oh yeah, because you don't know how long, how much you're gonna run. it kind of scares you.
So getting ready for conference play, what you talked about being a senior and everything, what's the expectation? I know you've had some close calls in the quarterfinals, definitely want to push a little further in the region play.
Yeah, we want to know that we can go as far as we can put our mindset to, and we don't want to be cut short because, I mean, a lot of that stuff's happened to everyone on the team, and we just don't want to be cut short when we know that we can go a lot further than what we have been going.
Well, Kerrigan, good luck to you, and we hope you get to join us again, hopefully for one of the sports chats we have whenever I don't cancel one. So they've been making fun of it, but thank you for joining us.
All right, thank you.
That was Kerrigan Bailey joining us here at halftime as the Cats lead. Thank you. As the Cats lead trail, that is 34-32. We'll get Mark Harr back on here with us. Mark's going to get back here. What are you doing, Mark?
Hey, what's up, man? Just talking to Gavin a little bit. You know, I don't think I should talk to the players that much, but that's what I'm here to do, I guess.
Yeah, you're talking. You talk to them more than the coaches do. So, Mark, you've been keeping a little bit of a rough point total. What do you got?
Well, it's very rough. Gavin Austin has 5 so far. Him and Alex Inman both splitting the 5. Tyler Strong, he has 2 threes, 2 for 3 from behind the arc, and 3 for 4 from the field, giving him 12 points, 6 plus 12 points so far.
There you go.
In the first half. Jake Johnson hasn't got on the board yet. Expect that to change. Rohan Spite, 2 for 3 from the field with 4 points. John Clifton, 2 for 2 from the field with 4. Bobby and Sean Watkins both splitting with 2 points apiece.
So we thank Kerrigan Bailey for joining us. Again, the center on the girls varsity basketball team. They're 2-2. They'll head to Abingdon and face them in 4 days on the 19th. So they've got a rematch with the Falcons. They had a close, hard-fought game that they ended up losing there in the home opener, but we wish them the best of luck. Also in the Hilton Head tournament, they'll be back. They'll be there as well.
Yeah, what a shame to be on the beach just late in December.
Yeah, it's not a. Yeah, you want to be here where the snow's at, right? So.
Oh, yeah.
34-32 the score. And again, 10 points for Strong. Definitely a good game for him after a little bit of a slower game last night after having 17 against Grayson County. Again, he's a sophomore. And this is a Cat team that's hanging right with a Honaker team that's expected to make a lot of noise this year. But as you said, Mark, it seems like they're just playing with the same 5 or 6 guys.
Yeah, and later on with Virginia High just switching in and out, it's going to be pretty hard to keep pace. Like I said, Honaker's 4 for 12 right now from the field or from the 3-point line. And that's very uncharacteristic. They usually shoot about the 45 to 50 range.
So, Mark, what can we expect? What adjustments need to be made for Virginia High in the second half against Honaker?
Well, +1, you have Bobby Medley back on the floor with that post presence, very strong physical presence. Coach Rasnick said he just looks like the incredible Hulk. Good mind to have him on the farm a little bit. So him being back on the floor, it looks like you're going to have Tyler Strong out there. Expect them to shoot the rock a little more. And let's see what kind of defense and pressure Virginia High dials up this
second half underway. 34-32 Honaker with the lead here in the championship game semifinals.
This quarter brought to you by State Line Motors right across the state line. Great people. Make sure you guys check them out as well.
There's Strong, corner 3, rattles out. Long rebound goes to Honaker as Grayson Honaker comes down with it. There's the drive, right hand, and a foul contact inside. Medley's 3rd foul.
And that was quick.
Not a lot Medley could do there, though. That was Grayson Honaker. Actually, pardon me, Hartley Hilton was driving towards him. It's a shooting foul. He'll go to the line for 2.
For his second try today, he is 1 for 2 so far from the line.
Not a lot Medley can do about that one, as that is his 3rd foul. 35-32 as he makes the first.
You know, Bobby Medley's a pretty big guy. It's hard to move him, but with all the forward momentum going his way, he had to move him a little bit.
Made them both as that one swished through. 36-32 Honaker with the lead here in the opening moments of the second half. Inman with the ball. Double team and a turnover, near turnover. Inman's able to collect. Throws it down court. Strong, right hand on the baseline, and he got it. Rising above the defender. That was Sample trying to guard him. 36-34. Cats cut it back to 2.
Yeah, and everybody went for the loose ball and left Strong wide open underneath the basket.
Wide open look in the corner. Sample, and he swished it. Back to a 5-point game, 39-34. Here come the Cats. Inside pass, drive easy. Nobody was there as Clifton turned it